Yo, what is good everyone? OJ here. Welcome to another video. Today we have some great news for you guys, so let's go ahead and get right into this. And let's start off with a fresh new Nintendo Switch firmware update. We are up to version 6.2.0. So the next firmware update is live for the Nintendo Switch. And really, once again, looks like it's going to be a stability slash trying to stop hackers type of thing, because Nintendo only mentions that general system stability improvements to enhance the user's experience. So once again, this stability type of thing with Nintendo is very important. Stability updates just to increase the stability and make sure everything is just stable within the system. So yes, not too much exciting here with this update. And the last major update that we did get was the version, I think 6.0, that added the Nintendo Switch Online and added other things. And depending on who you are and how you feel, necessarily not the best update, but it was a bigger update than what we got at this point. So the only thing that we can be excited about when it comes to these Nintendo Switch firmware updates is that we're marching closer to firmware update 7.0, which I guess would be a bigger update. That's how they usually do it. The big jumps are essentially the ones that are going to come with new things, whereas the smaller ones, the point ones and the point whatevers, those ones aren't as big, and they basically just get stability updates slash hacking updates, because the hacking scene is always continuing and Nintendo's always going to release firmware updates to try to circumvent that. We saw the super stability of like literally, I would probably say 3 or 4 years of just super stability updates with the Wii U. We saw the same thing with the Nintendo 3DS. The 3DS has some features that the Nintendo Switch doesn't have at this point, like folders and stuff like that, but there was a long period of time after the 3DS got all of its stuff that it got Miiverse and everything, that Nintendo just said, okay, stability from that point on. And that's been going on for quite some time, because the 3DS got folders a long time ago. So I'm interested to see when Nintendo's actually going to roll out an update that adds folders and adds some of the stuff that the 3DS OS got. Now, don't get me wrong, the OS on the Switch is definitely the best OS that they've made in the modern era. If you're talking about like from the Wii, you're talking about from the Wii U, and also with the Nintendo Switch here. I think the Nintendo Switch is the best, lightest, and fastest one so far. It's not sluggish. You can access it at any time. It's a very good OS, but at the same time, we definitely need to get some of those updates from Nintendo, some folders, some better organization, rearranging, maybe some custom themes. I know that's what everybody always wants, and I'll always talk about it whenever we get a new Switch firmware update and there's nothing but stability that's improved, or there's nothing but stability that's added in, or they've just done that and say, hey, to improve the user's experience. So I'm hoping that we do get a big update. You know what would be nice? It would be nice if before Christmas there was an update out there kind of getting us that little, you know, theme shop, and also with the OS being able to have folders and all that. That would be a nice little Christmas update for us. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but at the same time, I can still hope for it, right? Just because these stability updates, man, one after another. So we'll have to wait and see for that. But what do you guys think? Switch firmware update 6.2.0 is live. Have you guys updated it yet? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and moving to the next topic here. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee has been review bombed at multiple places. So the first place where I saw that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee was getting review bombed was Metacritic. I went over to their channel and I saw that the game had like a 2.9 average or something like that, like right before the game launched, or right as the game was launching. Like people would just went on there and flooded it with so many negative reviews. I'm looking at it, and as of this point, it has 133 negative reviews for user reviews, guys, not normal standard reviews from journalists or from the game's press. That one's okay. That has 81 Metascore with 47 reviews, so good there. But the user score was actually lower than what it is right at this point, which is a 5.2 user score. So there's been some people that have actually legitimately, maybe, you never know with these user scores, played the game and say, hey, you know what, it's not too bad, it evened it out. But it was actually a lot worse just a bit ago. So it's evened out a bit, but still 133 negative reviews on there, and many of the reviews just complain that it's not like what they want in a Pokemon game. So I'm not even sure if they even played the game. Some of them are zeros. There's actually a ton of zeros on here, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Like if a game is a 0, that means it doesn't functionally work at all. You know what I'm saying? Or there's like no enjoyment, there's like no functional purpose. The game is just that bad. That's what a 0 is, and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is definitely not that. So I'm not really taking the user review scores really seriously at all, and I never do, to be honest. I mean, I might look at it sometimes and just be like, okay, well, what do some people think? But overall, it's not something like, oh my gosh, I'm so angry, users are review bombing. It doesn't matter at the end of the day, because we all know that these reviews were review bombed, and it actually got so bad on Amazon Japan that they shut down the user review section for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which is just absolutely ridiculous. Some people have too much time on their hands to even waste, like, to do something like that. If you don't like the game, that's fine, then don't like the game, but to have to go there and lie and to go there and review bomb it just because is just ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Even for a franchise that you love or whatever the case is. I didn't review bomb, what was it, Fallout New Vegas. I really hate that game. Like, and I love Fallout 3. I like Fallout 4 somewhat. Fallout 76, I don't like that game. I'm not review bombing Fallout 76. I'm not review bombing, you know, Fallout New Vegas, because I don't like them, and I really don't like those games. I didn't review bomb God of War, other games that I necessarily didn't like as much as other people, or whatever it is. So I mean, like, these people need to chill, relax, take a deep breath in and out, and just play the game if you want to play it, and don't play it. But there's no need to review bomb stuff, because this is just absolutely ridiculous with this here, to where Amazon Japan actually had to shut down Americans going in there and review bombing the game. From what it seems like, they were infiltrating there and review bombing it. I'm not sure how much of people, like, when it comes to Japanese users, were doing that. I'm not sure if this whole game is as big of a controversy in Japan as it is here in the West, but what we have heard in terms of some positive news when it comes to this game is that it's doing very well. We got the UK sales over 116,000 physical sales in the UK. #1 game sold for the last week, and we're going to be getting the media create sales pretty soon here, so I'll have another video talking about that as well. So those are probably going to be pretty good too. So overall, what do you guys think about this whole review bombing saga with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which has somewhat leveled out on Metacritic, 5.2, but still kind of bad with these negative reviews? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, and moving into the final topic here, I wanted to discuss something that actually was the basis for me getting into watching competitive fighting games, the FGC, all of that. For those who don't know, I am actually a really big fan of watching fighting games on Twitch. I love watching Street Fighter, I like watching Mortal Kombat, I like watching Dragon Ball Fighters. I watch all of those guys. Don't necessarily play all the games like to a competitive standpoint, but I do watch. And the reason why I even got into that in the first place was from my dude Andre in college. He's one of my best friends, and he was into BlazBlue. And BlazBlue, when I was in college, it just came out. It was a brand new IP from Arc System Works. This was somewhat of an unproven company back then with their brand new fighting game IP, and I actually started watching him, and Andre talked to me about competitive fighting, the aspect, the type of games, the mentality, and that's when I became a fan. And it was with BlazBlue. That was the series that made me a fan of watching competitive fighting games. So I always hold a special place in my heart for BlazBlue, and this is the 10th anniversary of the BlazBlue series, so that's just awesome to hear. So the BlazBlue series did turn 10 recently, and the first entry in the fighting game franchise, BlazBlue Calamity Trigger, was released in Japanese arcades on November 20th, 2008. And I remember watching the game. It was on the PlayStation 3. My friend Andre played it on there, 2008, 2009, and it was just great. It was great for him to explain what the FGC and the fighting game community was about, the history, some of the stuff. I started getting back into Street Fighter and like what happened between Justin Wong and Daigo and that part and everything. And man, it was just crazy. It was just absolutely crazy to see, and this game started all that for me. My love affair with watching competitive fighting games and seeing the skill that these guys can do. And he also teased, the producer or the creator of BlazBlue teased a potential new game in the BlazBlue franchise. Now, what do we have coming up for the Nintendo Switch? We've got BlazBlue Central Fiction. That game is coming over early next year. There's a special edition, so if you want to get in on some BlazBlue action, you can definitely do so on your Nintendo Switch early next year. And there's also BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle that's already on the Nintendo Switch that has a few of the BlazBlue characters along with other characters from different franchises. Nice crossover titles. So it's actually really cool. My favorite character in the BlazBlue franchise is definitely Noel, because my boy Andre, he used Noel, and I just like to always watch him do those aerial combos with her guns and everything. It was fantastic to watch him play online. Like I said, BlazBlue has a special place in my heart, and I can't wait to see what they do next. I'll always talk about the games. I'll always support the games when I can, whether it's buying it for a friend or if I just pick it up something myself. But I'll definitely always support Arc System Works and what they do and everything that they stand for, because I do like their games quite a bit. So there's also a full history that you guys can see here, or you'll be seeing some of the history when it comes to the BlazBlue franchise. That'll be in the link in the description below, because there's a lot of different stuff here. They kind of detail everything, even going all the way back to 1972 when Toshimichi Mori was born. So yeah, it definitely goes all the way back then, and even back when he came up for the first idea for the game as well in 1988. So make sure you check out the full timeline of BlazBlue. I think that's really cool as well. There will be some special things that they're planned for the 10th anniversary as well, so just make sure you check out the link in the description below. You can get the full details on where you can watch that and all of it, but it'll probably be all in Japanese, so we'll have to wait to see what they say about that. So what do you guys think about all the different topics that we discussed here? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright, Ninja, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We got Facebook and Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the internet and just to YouTube. Also, make sure you check out our Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube live gaming pages and consider supporting PlayerEssence. When you do so, it gets you access to all sorts of cool benefits, perks, rewards, and emotes via YouTube membership. Hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for this RPG, Japanese, and Nintendo gaming news. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you, Ninja, for the next video. Peace.